poor Donald Trump just can't seem to stay awake during the trial that is ultimately going to possibly determine his fate for the rest of his life. You would think, with so much at stake, right? His freedom, his re-election chances, all of that at stake with this criminal trial, you would think that that would be enough to create, anxiety in somebody to the point where they can't sleep. But not Donald Trump. Oh, God, no. And on Monday, it was reported by New York Times reporter Suzanne Craig that Donald Trump fell asleep once again. So his 5th day in court, and he has now fallen asleep 4 times. Here's what Suzanne Craig said. Trump is struggling to stay awake. His eyes were closed for a short period. He was jolted awake when Todd Blanche, his lawyer, nudged him while sliding a note in front of him. So this was during the beginning of the real trial, right? We're past jury selection Monday when this happened. We got opening arguments happening, opening statements, and Trump is just dozing off like nothing matters. His lawyer had to nudge him and wake him up. This is the same guy, by the way, who calls President Biden Sleepy Joe. And yet Donald Trump doesn't have the stamina to stay awake to pay attention to the court case that could determine how the rest of his life plays out. Okay, he's not in court for a traffic violation. Okay, he's not in there to find out, okay, what kind of fine do I owe you? He could go to jail. And if he goes to jail, if he gets that felony conviction, he's going to lose the election. And those things are obviously going to impact how the rest of his life goes. A guilty verdict, by the way, from this jury is also probably going to weigh heavily on all of the other criminal trials that he's facing. Once you break that seal and get a criminal conviction, it is going to be 1,000 times easier for other juries, for those other cases, to say, oh, we can do that? Good to know. And this guy can't stay awake to find out if that's even going to happen. And the reason I even talk about this is because imagine for 1 second that President Biden was doing anything, that he was sitting in a meeting, he was meeting with a foreign leader, or if he were in court and he dozed off. That would be headline news across every single media outlet in the United States for days, right? We'd have Sleepygate, where you'd have sleep experts coming on the programs, MSNBC and Fox News, telling us how horrible this is for Biden. All over the media, left and right, everybody would be going after Biden if he dozed off for a few moments. And now Trump has done it 4 times in 5 days in court. And at this point, it's barely a blip on the radar because everything with Donald Trump becomes so normalized that we're just expected to accept that this is what happens now. No, this isn't normal. This is a very bad sign, and it could be indicative of something seriously wrong with Donald Trump. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.